guys, hey, thanks for dropping by. Today we're going to be doing a Hot Toys review. It's going to be the DX16 Darth Maul regular edition. Quick look at the packaging. This is your front, regular edition, your side, and your back. Removing the sleeve. Here's the box. Now it's got an excellent texture. Here's the front, side, DX packaging. So you're going to get a little bit more than your regular shoebox Hot Toys figures. Alright guys, I'm going to give you a little bit of a deeper dive into a Hot Toys DX figure. DX generally means that it's a deluxe figure. The figure generally consists of piers, parallel eye rolling system, where the eyeballs are able to move. And of course, the experience of all the accessories and the packaging. So here's the packaging. There's a magnet on the side. Flips over. There's some information there written. Darth Maul over here. Here's the cover. And we have a little plaque, a metal plaque. Engraved Darth Maul. I don't think I'll remove this right now. I'll have a look at it later. It's cardboard. You flip it over. You have a foam insert in here. Oh, what's this? Something else here. Wow, guys. Take some time to appreciate this illustration that I did for you. Please like and subscribe. Bo Shrek. That's me. Give it a thumbs up. Here you go. A little gift from me to you. Quick illustration. And inside we have our figure. There's a little insert right here. We have two head sculpts. It says interchangeable head sculpt. There's 1 and 2. Your figure right here. DX also means that your figure is encased in foam packaging. And we have his cloak. We'll get into these things later. A tray featuring all his accessories. And another tray right here that features, well, it's got his probe droid right there and the base. I think the clamp, the stand. Out of the box, here are the contents of your action figure. And man, is there a lot. Let's go in and have a look. Your user's guide manual. So let's open this up. Some information right there. The creative team. Now you want to go over here. So of course, our Darth Maul comes with 2 head sculpts. And there's this little stick, which is right here. It's called the functional stick. And what we want to do is we want to put this stick into the eyeballs right here. So then we can rotate the eyeballs right here 360 degrees, and they're individual. So like previous DXs in the past, they were actually parallel, which I said earlier that they moved together. In this case, they're individual. So let's go in and have that look. Okay, before we look at Darth Maul's head sculpt, this is what I mean. This is a DX10, I believe. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. It's an older one from the past. Now if you look at the back, here's the head. It opens up and we have one little lever, and I'm not going to play with it too much because it's been a long time. And if you move this little lever, you can see that the eyes go sway side to side. It's a beautiful effect. I really love it. So there you go. It's just this one little piece. Correction to those familiar with Hot Toys DX figures, this is DX13. First of all, be extra careful with these horns. They're very sharp, extremely sharp, and you just don't want to break them too. So you have to work around them. And we look inside here, you'll see that there is 2 sockets. And let's get our, where is it? Functional tool. And what you do is you stick them in there and you rotate them individually. Wow, hey folks. Let's get the other one. So it's going to take some time to get that pose. If you're going to plan on posing something, how's that? You can use the other side here too. So let's go in, put it there. Oop, missed it. Let's correct our little eyeballs here. Sorry, Darth Maul. There's one. And two. Something like that. You guys get the idea. Let's get a closer look at the actual head sculpt. The horns are done really well. Now the face sculpt, when they first introduced this, revealed this figure, I couldn't relate to this head sculpt because it's not part of the movie. You never really saw Darth Maul looking like this in the movie. If anything, it kind of reminded me of the Hasbro packaging for some reason. I'm not sure which line of packaging, but and right away for me, I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to be displaying this figure, this head sculpt with my figure. And you know what? It might even go back into the box because I really don't know what to do with this figure, this head sculpt. There's a slight texturing. And there's the alternative head sculpt. Nice teeth, by the way. Actually, it's really well done. And that tongue. Wow, you can even see that texture. Hey, that's excellent. The main head sculpt, I haven't played with his eyes yet, so they might look slightly off. Again, well done with the horns. And sharp. Texturing of the head sculpt. You can see that there. You know, I don't look at the figures and compare them that accurately to the actual actor and his makeup application. But you can see right here, there's lines to highlight the blacks. Some wrinkles in his eyes over there. Actually, I should be using my functional key for pointing out these things. Face sculpt, well, it looks fantastic. It's great, but it's almost like, I don't know, a caricature of Darth Maul. Who is Darth Maul? What does he really look like? Well, it's just the guy with red paint face and horns. Accurately, does it look like the actor? I don't know. I don't have the Sideshow version 2 to compare it with, and I know people were kind of bouncing back and forth with that. There's a little earring right there. And I did have the version 1 Sideshow, but I sold it long ago, and I wouldn't be making the comparison to this one. It's night and day. Okay, this could be new for Hot Toys. I'm not 100% sure. Magnetic head. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to grab your head right here. There's a magnet in there. There's a magnet in there. And it attaches. Boom. Beautiful. And you're able to do whatever rotations you want. Right? And it really makes it easier, actually. I don't mind it. I have no problem with it. Maybe it's easier for Darth Maul because basically it's just all black paint. So much of it can be hidden. Can this apply to other figures? I don't know. But magnetic head. Let's grab the other one. There you go. Okay, let's get a look at his outfit. I've removed the head. Right out of the box. So it's layered right away. It feels like maybe there's could be a padding in there. There's his tunic. I guess there's one layer. Possible two. Well tailored. Nice sturdy fabric. Doesn't feel too soft. There's the belt. Place to put his lightsaber. A couple studs. Looks great so far. And I do know that this is wired, I believe. Yeah. There's some wires in there. Thin layers of wires. So if you want to get into that action pose, do it. Details on the back of the boot. Details on the side of the boot. The front of the boot. Oh, how's that? kind of like this little buckle effect right here. You can see that there's almost like one layer of material going over another one and locking into place. And the bottoms. Back of his belt. And his arms. Gloves. I like this effect right here. I guess we're able to pop this out for the interchangeable hands at this location rather than the whole glove. I don't spend too much time on articulation, but we have his shoulders, of course head, 360, shoulders, elbow, wrist, swivel right there, his elbows, his chest. There is some movement there, but I'm not going to play around with it right now. Hips, I can feel the hips, the knees. Minimum ankle articulation, but there is something there, perhaps you can see right there. Yeah, so you can get in some good poses. I'm going to be calling this my multi-purpose tool now. So there's two little components right here, 1, 2, and I guess there's little pegs on the hilt that can attach to the belt. The components are right here, 1 and 2. You would attach them right here, I believe, and it goes right there. Here's the lightsaber, dual lightsaber. Now, if I'm going to make a comment on this lightsaber, let me snap my fingers and compare it to Master Replica's 0.45 scale lightsaber right here. You'll notice there's black in the hilt. There's black in the hilt. Here's your Hot Toys lightsaber. Hey Hot Toys, what happened to the black in the hilt? You didn't color it. Boo. Let's make other comparisons. Everything else looks pretty good. The double-bladed lightsaber, there is an option to break it apart right there in the center and take a component which is included, which I believe goes here. Boom. So it gives the effect that it's been cut through. So you can wield just the single. The action figure comes with 2 light up hilts, one for the double blade and one for the single blade. Batteries are included right there. And here is the installation instructions of how to put this onto your figure, which I am not going to do. Here's a close look at them. Here's the single. See, there's an on-off switch there. Batteries go over there. Not painted black. And here's the double. Display option of attaching the blade to the hilt. Okay, first for me would be, in my Hot Toys collection, would be this blade right here, which gives the effect of movement. It also goes right here. Boom. And of course, the second one. So it's great to finally have this in my collection, even though I don't know if I'll use it, but it's nice to know it's there. Also included are these 2 little studs. Looks like those little rocket Halloween candies. Not 100% sure what it's for. I've been looking at the manual and I just can't figure it out. So if anybody knows, let me know. Darth Maul comes with 12 hands, so a plethora of options. We have 2 right here, 1, 2. I guess right here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 2 upper gloves. A closer look, open hands. 2 right-handed ones holding the light up hilts. A pair of blade holding hands. A pair of open hands. Another pair of open hands. Left closed hand. And the right, most likely the binocular hands. upper glove. There's one. And this one's probably for the binoculars too. Very well detailed. Of course, spare hand pegs. Here's the outer robe. There's a little clasp right here to open and close. It's well pleated. Nice fabric too. Pleats in the back. Binoculars. Very well detailed. I like the weathering. Right there. Good job, Hot Toys. Let's move over to the Sith Probe. Here's the Sith. I guess we put the antenna in there. There's a clear stand with the base. And we put it together. Alright, we got the instructions. Here is the probe. Very well detailed. Nice finishing too. You can see some weathering right here. Inside, it looks like a little lens. This is a soft wire, so it has a nice wire effect. Same down here. I like that scratchy look. And there's the back. With the base, the antenna, and the clear stand. Just be careful putting this antenna in because you've got this to deal with and the lens, and when you're putting pressure on there, of course you don't want to break this. So little finesse, put in there. When you put it down, it's still a little bit wonky, I guess. It'd be nice if maybe the base was a little bit bigger in circumference so that it wouldn't topple over. You can see right there. So that's something to think about. Here's your base, the large size base. Star Wars Darth Maul. There's rough texture right here to go along with the smooth. It looks really nice. I like it. With the base comes this fairly heavy metal rod. You got two options, I guess, to put right here or back there. And with the rod comes this clamp for your figure. This again is my first clamp, my first non-traditional base. Basically with these two things. Small screwdrivers required just to loosen that up. Take this top portion off. Put this clamp in, and then put this on top. And adjust accordingly. I love Hot Toys figures, but I gotta tell you guys, these little peg things are so difficult to put in to that little tiny hole. It's not made easy. I've been trying to figure this out for the last, struggling for the last 5 minutes just to put it in, but it just keeps falling and falling apart. I wish they were just a little bit thicker. You can just snap them out, make it easier for everybody. They're just so damn tiny. Quick shot with his robe on. I'm not going to spend too much time with displaying him with his robe because I don't think I will be. So I just want to put it on and kind of show you guys what it kind of looks like. Of course, you need to do your own futzing to it to make it look really nice, but real quick, that's what it looks like on the back. And these hands keep falling off. Quite frustrating, actually. I gotta tell you guys, I love Hot Toys, but I'm not a fan of tinkering and playing around with the accessories and changing the hands in and out. I have to admit that the experience with the hands, I have to give it a 0 out of 10. They're just not even going in there, and there's so much effort to try to put them in, to keep falling out, put them in, keep falling out. It really takes away from the enjoyment. So 0 out of 10 for these hands. Here's another pose. I'm using the same hands and just putting in the other blades. You know, you got to give mad props to the blogger photos that when a figure is released and they have all these different poses, it takes time, man. So I give them props to doing that. Comparing Maul to Vader, the 2-pack, the one that came with Tarkin. Of course, Maul's legs are slightly bent, so not 100% accurate as far as how tall he is, but there it is. Side by side with Emperor Palpatine. with the man who took him down in the Phantom Menace, or, spoilers, finally, the Rebels. Next to Fett. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you for taking the time to watch my unboxing and review of the DX16 Darth Maul regular edition. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe. Overall, fantastic figure. Really love it. The only con I would give it is the hands. As you can see in my review, the frustration I had. But top marks on this figure, guys. Highly recommend. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe. See you then.